Do not beg from beggars. There was once a king who was riding his horse in the countryside, exploring his land. As he ventured deep into the woods, darkness loomed, and it started to rain heavily. The king quickly turned around and started to ride back towards his palace when a deer jumped out of a bush and frightened the horse. The horse suddenly braced upwards and started galloping at breakneck speed, throwing the king off and leaving him unconscious in the middle of the woods. By the time the king regained consciousness, it was pitch dark and his leg was badly hurt. Injured, soaking wet and covered in mud, he gathered all his energy and, using a branch as his walking stick, he started to make his way home. After many hours, he realized he was lost, but he kept on walking until he finally came upon a small hut where he saw a small lamp burning through the window. He knocked on the door and was greeted by a simple peasant who, seeing his condition, immediately ushered him into his cottage. The peasant thought he was an ordinary traveler and brought him some food and water, tended to his wounds, gave him some fresh clothes, and told him to rest for the night and resume his journey the next day. The next morning, the king woke up feeling extremely grateful to the generous and loving peasant. "My good man," said the king, "I am the ruler of this land, and this is my ring. I am eternally grateful to you for the kindness you have showed me. If ever you need any help, please come to the palace and show them this ring. My guards will bring you straight to me, and I will help you in any way I can." After some time had passed, the peasant did have a problem which he thought the king might help him to solve. So he decided to go to the palace and asked for an interview with the king. Sure enough, seeing the ring, the guards immediately ushered him into the king's private chamber. They told him to wait quietly because the king was engaged in prayer. The peasant listened as the almighty ruler raised his hands in prayer and begged for help from the Heavenly Father. When the king rose from his knees, he saw the peasant. Greeting him warmly, he asked if there was something he could do for him. "Sir," said the peasant very humbly, "will you tell me what you were doing just now?" "Why, certainly," said the king. "I was asking for God's help in solving the many difficulties that I face, and for his aid in keeping my kingdom at peace." "Thank you very much, sir," said the peasant. "May I now have your permission to go?" "Why? What is the matter?" exclaimed the king. "Did you not come here to ask for my help?" "Sir, I will go and also beg at the door where you were begging. For my lord, though you are the greatest of kings, I have realized that we are all beggars at the Lord's door, and I too can implore him for his help."